Hello, thank you for coming to the Q&A. No, it's not coming, you're here. Ashland Independent Film Festival 2021. 2021! It's virtual, it's different. So we're gonna all watch the movies and then we'll all come back and talk about them. Okay. And I'm going to record this. That's lateral shift. The visuals on that. It's the craziest thing I've ever done.
This is cute.
Who are these people? That's David Turciano and Martique Leray. She owned Evos.
Yeah. It's got a mind of its own.
Don't you love her from Bimber Evos? She's adorable. She's awesome. She was working in the office for us.
Yeah.
So I wrote the script just for them. John Cole helped me do this script.
Nothing.
And this was in the festival.
This was in.
What year?
Lateral Shift was in 2008.
This is sexy.
Probably. There's three of them that might have been 2008.
Was it one of the first ones?
It's early. It's early.
What was the first film of yours that got into the festival?
The first film was She Comes in Colors, and it was
We have some evidence of that.
a VHS tape.
Wow.
That's right. And back in the day when you had to make masters, they called them, it was a Betamax tape.
Yes.
So precious. I've never ever played it. I never had a Beta player.
Yeah,
What did it look like? Was it like an 8-track tape?
It was like this but bigger.
Even bigger.
It was bigger. Wow.
Oh, I like it too.
Wow. Now, She Comes in Colors, I will say, that was in 2005. That was my first film festival, the fourth film festival, and also Gary and Annie Lundgren had a film in that year too, and it was called Wow and Flutter. That was such a beautiful film. You will love it because it's about a little boy, not a little boy, young boy, who meets a girl that he's interested in, and he creates a mixtape for her.
This is somebody else's film.
Oh yeah!
Oh, we digress.
How about your film?
That film, oh, She Comes in Colors. Yeah, let's see, we've got all of the storyboards and images. So the idea was, it's about a guy who is so influenced by a girl he doesn't know. They work near each other. They've never met. They keep passing. They both have their places on the alley down Lithia Way. Everybody agreed. All the people on the alley let us. And then the guy at the hair salon let us, Ken Sakowitz, he let us shoot in his space right on that alley. Anyway, that's not even the story. But it's available on Vimeo, and you could just go watch it. For a long time, it wasn't available.
Is
but
that Illustrated Sandwich? Vimeo?
it is illustrated.
The name
Okay.
is under.
Just
yeah.
Google that and you'll get there.
Yeah.
Okay, that's going to segue me into a question that's going to skip ahead.
I'm Eddie Lopez, an actor with the festival for the last 3 years, and I'm looking forward to coming back for another season.
So how has your work in theater informed your work in film?
I think that it is an interesting.
It's the first time we'll be doing a large-scale classic musical production on the outdoor stage, and I cannot wait to hear this space filled with a 14-piece orchestra.
You have a master's in costume
costume
design?
construction,
and
right? And with an emphasis in crafts. So
okay, what does that mean?
It's everything you wear that's not clothes, like hats and armor and jewelry and prosthetics and leatherwork and everything. Yeah. And you can imagine for theater, that's a whole lot of armies and, very Shakespearean.
Yeah. Okay.
Everything.
So how has your work in theater, how long has that spanned? How many years were you working in theater?
I worked a lot all over the country. I was a troubleshooter, so I would get assigned to different theaters, and I would just work there for like 3 weeks or 3 months, and then I'd move to the next one. So
You were
I
in New
didn't
York
have
for a long
home.
time, weren't you? New York City?
That was great too. In Austin, Texas, and San Francisco.
And what about OSF?
Oh, SF was my dream job. Oh my God, when I was in grad school, I met the gal who ran that program. I would meet her every year and show her my portfolio and say, I'm getting ready, I'm getting geared up, I'm gonna work there someday. And then I would write her letters every 4 months. I'm at the Guthrie working, I'm at the Alley Theater working, can't wait till you need to hire me. And I got brought in, and then I came in for a 3-month contract, and I fell in love with Ashland. So I was living in New York at the time, and I said, you can keep my stuff. I am gonna stay here.
Wow.
I know, I loved it that much. I didn't know,
You
after
got
all
to
that
love
travel,
everything.
yeah, after all that travel, I didn't even know that there were places like Ashland in the world.
Are there certain playwrights, your work with the festival? How does that inform what you do now?
I think that it is an interesting question because I have appreciated so much Shakespeare's structure, and also I think I have adapted his interest in romance and farce and satire and situational comedy and Shakespeare, I think for everybody, he blows everybody's minds, and so it disturbs a paradigm so that you can see, you can do things the way you want to do them. That he was so free and independent.
So even from the first film you made, you were identifying with Shakespeare. You were thinking about how he made a film or a play, and you wanted to do a film in that way. Really,
plot structures was really important that way for a long time.
Wow, that's really cool.
And one thing that I always thought was really interesting is that the reason why Shakespearean plays have this elevated sense of mattering is because they're about royalty. And I always wanted to figure out how to get the common man to have as much prestige as a royal. I've always worked on that, to elevate the common man. So like everybody's a hero, or everybody's got that all inside them to bring to the table. Like I've always felt like there's no difference between people except status. But
and how they hold themselves and how they carry themselves and the masks they put on, and how they carry themselves through life. Oh, that's really cool.
Yes.
And you do have that through the themes of your movies.
Oh, cool!
It
I
is,
see
it's
that.
true.
It's funny, this whole retrospective thing. You can start seeing some kind of
Thematic.
Yeah,
Because there's a hero in all of us.
There are.
that is right. And I think if we were to be able to activate that, the whole
Yeah.
world would be better. If we felt that way about us, a movie hero.
So that's a beautiful, like just another screenplay that you just kind of
we're all just gonna take our jackets off.
threw
I know.
out
Just
there.
I feel like this seems weird.
Can you talk about how, like, just wanting to make film and I'm going to become an artist so that I can make storyboards for films.
Right. That was my original.
Yes.
That's how
Just the art.
I worked in New York City and in Austin, Texas on some films, and I was trying to figure out how I could get into a cooler position.
You're really good at craft services.
Thank you very
mean,
much. I'm sensitive to craft service. And I wanted to be in the room where the decisions were made. But that's just the director, the producers, stunt coordinators. There's lots of people that are in that room, and the storyboard illustrator is in that room.
Now, can I ask you something? So were you did you know you were an artist at this time?
I tried to be an artist, but I'm not really very good at it. But
Why would you say that?
I went to art school.
Yeah.
And that didn't help at all because they don't really teach art.
No, they don't.
But on my own,
art
I drew and drew and drew and drew and drew. And so.
And this is interesting. This is how you got into the film festival, isn't it? Your
Oh,
illustration.
You're totally right. Is that here? I entered the poster. Okay, so let's go through really quick how the film festival occurred for me.
Yeah.
Year one, Sylvia Medeiros, Olive friend, was outside of the film festival, and she said, "We're having a film festival." I was like, "What?" She goes, "You should come in and see a film." And then the next year, I did go in, and I went to one film, and then the year after that, I entered the poster contest. Oh, little tidbit. Here's a great tidbit. The first poster contest was the second year, and it was won by Debbie Martique LeRae, who was in the movie Lateral Shift. She won the first poster contest, and she had the
She's
cutest
an artist.
Yeah, it's really charming. And so the next year I won, and this is what I won with, this watercolor.
Amazing.
That's very nice of you. So I won the poster contest, but they said, "Can you please redo it so it's not so suggestive?" So I did in 3 days, and I don't necessarily love it, but I'm grateful to my friend Kelly Franks for doing that, modeling with me so I could have that. So I did win the poster contest, and the reason for that was then I could go see the movies.
Oh, pass.
You get a pass.
Nice.
And that year, I saw the movie called The Movie Hero with Jeremy Sisto. And so from that moment, I remember walking home and saying, I would like to quit all the jobs and I want to become a filmmaker.
Time now for the Illustrated Sandwiches Independent Short Show.
I won! Get lucky! Illustrated Sandwiches Independent Short Show. As good as free gets.
So
Laney, I wanted to ask you, what's the deal with shorts?
Shorts. I had seen some films that were really long, and I thought they could have done that in a short and learned all the lessons without having to do such a big dig.
And then your humor came into it.
I got really tangled up in the shorts business. Wedgies from shorts.
So we're gonna cut to the shorts movie. What is it called?
Oh, Late Night Lounge. That was in the film festival. I get where you're going. I thought it'd be so funny if the town was suffering from a shorts addiction problem.
Yes, the Late Night Lounge, episode 3 of the Illustrated Sandwiches Independent Short Show. You don't want to miss this classic episode, because man, this one's a doozy. It's about Levi, and he works with the dancers, but he can't hang out tonight because he's going to his Shorts Addict Support Group therapy meeting.
And it was about how popular the film festival has become and the shorts blocks in the film festival, and really there was a point where the shorts were the popular blocks.
And people were obsessed.
People got obsessed. Late Night Lounge was in, we know the year, it was 2009.
Oh, and there's the short show.
I won!
Damn short show!
We know it's hard to quit shorts, and until you do, we're here. The Illustrated Sandwiches Independent Short Show. Join us for the theatrical premiere screening at the Ashland Independent Film Festival, April 6th at 3 p.m. Tickets are free at the box office. Late Night Lounge.
So Laney's rowdy.
She's rowdy.
She's a little bit misconceived. Laney has been in this film festival every year except 2 years. Is that correct? 3 years?
I've been doing the math.
Let's recap that.
No, it's serious.
It looks like
the first year.
The first year I was in was She Comes in Colors, year 4.
Okay,
2005. The 4th year of the film festival.
Right. In the first year, I met Sylvia, and she said we're doing a film festival. The next year, I went to a film. The next year, I won the poster contest.
Yes.
So I got to see movies. I saw the movie Hero. It turned me on.
The pass. I mean, let's acknowledge the pass.
I got a pass,
Yeah.
so I got to see movies, and I saw Movie Hero, and that's when I came the next year with a movie.
And then what next?
I don't know. It's a whole lot of confusion.
We're not totally sure.
There was one called Ground Up, which I got to make with John Cole.
Great.
Who I still am working with, and that was about a guy who ran all the way across town with a hot coffee in his hand, like a takeout coffee, to get to a contest so he could fight for the independent coffee shop instead of a corporate coffee shop.
What year
Oh,
was
I love that.
Did that get in?
It did.
What year? We're
That,
not sure.
Those were the
We're
old
not
days.
sure. Yeah.
Films had to get better and better as the years went by.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah, so the Ground Up, that was an early one, and Second Line, which was a trumpet player who's about to have a life change, goes to leave a note for his girl that he's going to leave her. And he gets to her house to do that, and she is with another dude. And he like loses it! And he blows one note. And that note affects all the different people in the same neighborhood that he lives in.
In his instrument? What are you talking about, blows one note?
What? Annabelle.
A trumpet. The trumpet. He blows one trumpet. He goes,
What are you
so
talking about? I didn't get sexual on that.
all the
Really?
There once was a village, in a country just like this one. A lovely, happy village, where far away from everything, deep in the woods, lived SNOT, the unemployed jester. Way on the other side of the village, the king and the queen sat bored.
Let's talk about community. What is it like being on set with Laney?
Hey, get out of my field!
It's pretty great.
It's fun. Even rehearsals, even talking about, even the prep meetings.
How's the process? You've been in a number of films, Annabelle.
Yes. It's awesome. So she probably has her frisbee, and underneath her frisbee, or on top of her frisbee, she has all of her notes. And she's just like, she's in it. Like, she is a hot tamale. She is the impetus of the energy that is behind every single scene.
I'm going to a kid's party.
Okay, everybody, let's go. Boom, boom, boom. Her skirt's flying. She's a kickball change. Boom, boom, boom. Let's go. Hey, we're gonna. And then you're gonna.
with a note that says, fuck it.
It's not for the kids. It's for the moms.
Anything. And when I first met her,
That, right. We all Yeah. Oh, great. This is great. Go ahead. Do the story. Sorry.
Well, it was amazing. So I got into the film festival with a small piece that I did, and I was with my friend Aura, and I was
programmer at the festival.
Yeah, she's a
your
long-term
best
film
friend from
festival.
forever ago.
Yeah, she got me to Ashland.
We all. This is how we all met, is through Aura.
Yeah.
And so you came in, and it's after her whole world pretty much blew up. And I'm not literally. I mean, she smelled like fire. I mean, her house burnt down. Her apartment building burnt down. And she was editing. What movie?
It was Pretty Piece of Justice.
Pretty Piece of Justice. And she was done. It was in the can. So she literally.
It was 2 weeks before the festival?
That's right. And you still showed up at the film festival.
And still smelled like fire.
Oh my gosh. So I see this woman coming into the doors. I'm nervous. So you come in and I'm like, oh my God, who is this girl? Like, and Aura's like, oh my word. Like, and you just literally swing the doors open, katoosh. And you come up and you're like, where's my swag bag? And the ladies behind there were like, lady, oh my gosh, lady. And they gave you this beautiful, at that point, they really gave you
great
some swag.
swag.
And it was,
You got it too.
It was, I did. And I loved it.
Filmmakers.
It was so cool. You felt like you were Indiana Jones. Yeah, very cool.
That's exactly
Very cool.
right.
And I looked at Aura and I go, oh my God, if I'm ever that big, please just tell me.
And she goes,
said, you are. And you smelled like fire. You had a leather jacket on.
Still was wearing that
And
leather.
everything she had been burnt down. And she still showed up to the festival.
That was
how
the best thing that I had
amazing.
coming, believe me. Everything else was over.
The next topic. What is your obsession with public access?
Oh, public access! I can't believe you just put that out! Public access, I think, is one of our last American freedoms! And I quote! I mean, America is in a state of crisis right now.
Yeah.
We need to be coming together. This is pre-apocalyptic times.
Yes.
So public access is the one place we can really be ourselves and express our freedom, and that's what I want to do, is do a public access show.
Oh my God.
I want to help bring people together.
I love that. I will help you. I'll do it. We'll get your dreams.
I think public access is a place where the bar is so low, you're allowed to do the art you want to do.
Right? What's your story?
I just want to make feminist porn.
You want to make feminist porn?
Yeah, like educational films.
Really? Well, I can't wait to see how that turns out.
Yes. Yeah.
And that's something that I can see, I can feel it, I can almost smell it, and that's when it's soft and pliable. That's when the metal is truly not hard steel anymore. It's like clay.
Okay. I don't know what order to...
I have one question. I hate to interrupt.
Go ahead.
Because
Go ahead.
there is something about her themes.
Yes, okay.
Speaking about the fires,
Yeah.
there was several shorts that she did for the film festival that had fire involved in it. And she had a movie that had masks in it.
What are we talking, which film are we talking about?
We're talking about
The West is Burning?
The
The West is Burning. Are there masks in that film?
no, not the one. The
Oh,
one before that.
Where there's smoke.
Where there's smoke.
Worse than I imagined.
It's actually not as bad today. It's only hazardous. Ladies! These ladies are here to work on a documentary about the smoke. Joey?
Yeah?
Will you give our guests a tour?
Sure. You ladies, you want to see something really cool?
Yeah.
Cold blaze.
Damn it.
This is important. Blaze.
All of you, out.
Come on, let's get out of here.
And then we had
The West is
The
Burning.
West is Burning,
Which was the
with Phaedra.
Post-apocalyptic movie, which was absolutely amazing that she foresaw. Like, the whole movie was about, like, what is kind of going on, and everybody was walking around with masks
Phaedra
on.
wore her
until all
bandana.
this blows over.
You're the only one who can go. Honey, I'm not going out
That's
there.
pretty crazy.
You two were
There's only
the,
one
you two were
there
the
at the
sisters
back.
upstairs that then...
Wait, is
like,
not coming back.
He left you all alone, didn't he?
right on either side of her like, all the time, like...
Screw Derek!
So great!
I wore
The
a
foil helmet.
I thought that tinfoil would save me.
Magnetic north is shifting. To here, the magnosphere is all twisting. We are north. Look, just stand with the shield.
Lighten up.
Welcome to the fabulous Oasis Energy Bar. Can you make something delicious for our dear new friend?
You've been in the whole time? Here, this'll help you.
Where'd you blow in from?
Would you like to join us for a drink?
If you will excuse us, we'll be showing her around.
Oh yeah, come with us. Come on.
Where you from, kitten?
Everything's gonna turn out fine.
Yeah, there we go.
Try it out. But Wes is bringing positively in that she brings life, and then as a woman, she is the holder of wellness and community, and
That's
together
right. That's
we're
right.
all okay.
And the lifelings. The lifelings and the children.
And my favorite shot of that film is Danny Kelly with Phaedra.
Holy cow!
Two-shot, which
Needed to help the people I left behind.
which is so
They're counting on me.
So gorgeous!
Two women who are so beautiful in such radically different ways.
Radically
just
different.
Totally
In their strength.
engaged in their strength.
And you know what I thought was beautiful is that Danny's wearing lace, and she's wearing tats.
Yeah.
And they
Yeah,
both
holding,
holding
power in totally different ways.
So beautiful.
A lot of what Laney does is warriors. And they're not just male warriors, they're female warriors.
I can get you the fabric, but you need to do something for me. What?
Okay, Danny Kelly is this incredible bombshell, super talented. I've been on set with her a number of times. She shows up and she nails it like no one else. And it's a pleasure working with her. She's just charming and gorgeous. But as a muse, as an artistic partner, what does she mean to you? I mean, you've worked with her for a really long time.
Stop! Stop what? What are you doing? I'm shooting.
One time I went by the Martinos. This is a fucking long time ago. And she played with the trio. As we go, I write roles specifically for her, and then we have that hard talk where I go like, I'd like to talk to you about something, and she's like, what's going on? And I'm like, thinking about a movie. It's like, yeah.
Yes, global pandemic's really messing with my day.
And
she's beautiful on camera. Yeah. So as a character that keeps recurring in your films, what does she represent for you?
She is me as a Barbie doll. She's like me in my iconic state as I imagine myself to be. Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus, she's awesome, fun to play with.
Game for anything.
Super game, and she's got that whole rock and roll thing going on. So great. Yeah.
Last looks on Danny. We're gonna get ready to rock this.
And she nails her lines.
She really does.
It's incredible. I've worked with her on a number of films. It's like she shows up and she nails it every take.
What's up? I just need one second. I'm sorry. My boyfriend. I told him I told him I was going to
She did such a great job in Free For All.
Free For All is epic.
Yeah, and that ties back into the romance thing. Yeah. That when she leaves that scene. I love that. Oh yeah, in Lost and Found, the film that got rejected from the film festival. Can we just really quick talk about?
Yep.
It sucks when your film doesn't get in.
Shit you not. I look out the window and there's a guy staring back at me through the window.
What? Wait. What? Your second story window?
Stunned.
To dudes and windows.
To dudes and windows.
I have another question. It is, what's the point of making film? Is it all about the stickers?
It's a little bit about the stickers and the postcards. But mostly I think it's about having a reason to hang out with your friends.
Aww. I asked all your questions.
So how do we wrap it out?
Yeah.
We've only got a few more minutes.
A lot of thank yous, I think.
A lot of thank yous. Okay, yeah, because the only way we were able to make any of these movies is because a whole lot of people said yes.
Hey! You know what you need?
You need more funny. Everybody needs more funny.
Being on set with you is just, it's an ongoing, visceral, full day invitation to play, right? With food and anything else you need to make you comfortable and cool people to meet and hang out with. And it seems like you have invited so many people, and your work has been such a celebration of community and Ashland and art and the independent spirit, right? And fucking shit up. And playing with your people.
Right.
Right? And inviting people in to share what you love about them.
Here's to Laney.
Oh, here's to you guys.
Here's to Laney.
Thank you.